Hey everybody, as you can see, I have finished calculating the surface area of my three different airplanes. Yesterday I got the distances, so next what I'm going to do is go use the spreadsheet to analyze my data. In the Google Classroom, you will have, under your work, you will have a copy of this spreadsheet already made for you, okay? So make sure that you use this spreadsheet. The only places I want you to put data are the boxes here that are outlined, okay? Don't mess with any other cells, because if you mess around with this airplane, it can, or if you mess around with these other cells, it can ruin some of the formulas that I created for you, okay? So plane one, here we have our distances, our 5 different trials, okay? So I'm gonna enter my data from Monday. So plane one, 126, 241, 322, and of course you're going to use your data. And as you can see, as I go, it's actually doing some formulas and calculating an average. So the average distance of plane one was 206. All 5 of my trials averaged out to 206 centimeters. That's the distance it flew. And then here for my second table, plane one, what's the surface area of its wings? I calculated that already, so 151.92. And what it has done for me, it has graphed that point for me, okay? The surface area was 151, and the average distance was just over 200. So I'm going to enter the data for my other 2 planes, and it should give me a nice graph here. So 560, you can see I'm pulling it right from my data table here, 560, 456, 667, 340, and 182. And then my surface area of that one was 180. All right, and plane 3, 101, 67, 42, 23, and 11. And then my surface area of that plane was 48.96. All right, so now I have a graph here, okay? What this graph shows me, right, and your graph might look different, and that's totally fine. What this graph shows me, if I have a small surface area, right, my plane doesn't go very far. If I have a bigger surface area, right, my surface area is up here, my plane goes farther. That is what this graph is telling me. So now I'm going to take this graph, I'm going to copy the chart, and I'm going to paste it right here by hitting Control V. And you can link it if you want to or unlink, it doesn't matter. So there, I put my graph here, and now here the last question is, did the surface area of the wings seem to correlate with the distance that the plane flew? So what correlation means was, is there a relationship, right? If I have small wings, does it go far or short? If I have large wings, does it go far or short, right? And as you can see, there's a line, right? So some of you might have a line that goes like this, right? There's a lot of different things that could happen, right? But is there a relationship? In my data, it shows that there is a clear relationship. So I'm going to say yes. The larger the surface area of wings, the farther the planes flew, right? So that is me answering this question, and that is me using the data here. So the data shows that if I have a bigger surface area, my plane flies farther. And then once you are done with this graph, once you are done with this sheet, you can go ahead, head back to the Google Classroom, the STEM Google Classroom, make sure you've got everything filled out, and make sure that you turn this in. If you wanted to do this part on paper, that is totally fine. Just make sure you bring this paper either to Chris or Zach on Monday, but I bet most of you did this in the Google Classroom, so make sure that it gets turned in, and have a lovely rest of your break. Take care, everybody.